Julie Chrisley shares most debilitating part of prison life. Hello, everyone. Welcome back for another video. I hope everyone's having a great day. Before watching the video, please subscribe and like it. The mother of four served roughly 28 months of her 7-year term. When Todd and Julie Chrisley were sentenced to prison after being convicted of bank fraud and tax evasion, many people immediately thought of the couple's children. That's because so many of the couple's fans have followed the famous family on their reality show, where we got to watch fall in love with the Chrisley kids, who include Lindsay, Kyle, Chase, Savannah, Grayson, and the couple's granddaughter Chloe, who they are also raising. According to the mother of four, her kids were her biggest focus while she was behind bars, and she recently opened up about what it was like after getting a surprising pardon after serving just 28 months of her 7-year, 16-month sentence. Chrisley got candid while appearing on her daughter's podcast Unlocked, where she revealed just how hard it was to be away from her family. For me, that was one of the most difficult things about being in prison because I pride myself on being a good mother, she said during the podcast appearance. I pride myself in always being there for my children, and to have a time where I couldn't be there was, at some point, debilitating. Because I know that Grayson and Chloe, especially, but also you and Chase, even though you're adults, you still need your parents, she added while addressing her daughter Savannah. And I think that's what people need to realize, that when you're being sentenced by these judges, it was very easy to say, oh, there's lots of people that can help them raise their kids. No. The Chrisley Knows Best alum also revealed that while she was in jail, she was granted just 10 minutes a day to talk on the phone with her daughter, who had adopted her younger two siblings so she could help raise them while their family was behind bars. Now that the family has been reunited, Dad Todd Chrisley was also pardoned and released early. Hopefully the entire Chrisley clan can begin to heal and move forward together. The name Julie Chrisley once conjured images of Southern charm, luxury living, and heartwarming family moments on reality television. As the matriarch of the famous Chrisley Knows Best family, Julie built a public persona that was equal parts grace and grit, blending homemaker warmth with unwavering support for her high-profile husband Todd and their ever-growing family. However, that world came crashing down when the couple was convicted on federal charges that landed them both in prison. Now, from behind bars, Julie Chrisley is opening up like never before, and what she has revealed about her incarceration is both heartbreaking and deeply human. Prison life has stripped away more than designer clothes, family dinners, and the glow of reality TV lights. For Julie, the most profound wound hasn't been the loss of freedom or comfort. It's been the forced separation from her children and grandchildren, something she describes as the most debilitating aspect of this entire experience. While she's endured the loss of privacy, the humbling routines of incarceration, and the weight of a highly publicized scandal, it is the ache of missing life's most intimate family moments that truly breaks her. In a deeply emotional letter shared through family representatives and a podcast appearance relayed by her daughter Savannah, Julie's words painted a raw picture of what her days are like now. The halls of Federal Medical Center Lexington in Kentucky, where she is serving time, are a far cry from the opulent Nashville mansion she once called home. But it is not just the concrete and metal of prison that weighs heavy. It's the absence of voices she once heard every day, the quiet no longer filled with laughter from her kids, the silence that screams during birthdays, holidays, and Sunday dinners. That the hardest part of her sentence isn't just time lost, it's memories stolen. She misses being able to brush Grayson's hair away from his forehead before school, misses watching Chloe twirl in her pajamas, and misses late-night talks with Savannah on the couch. Each passing day is not just a mark on a calendar. It's a marker of childhood slipping by, of milestones going unshared. That disconnect from her role as a mother and grandmother is what she calls her greatest punishment. Her relationship with her daughter Savannah has become a lifeline. Through brief calls and monitored visits, the bond between the two women has only deepened. Savannah, who now bears the full weight of the Chrisley family on her shoulders, has become both voice and advocate for her parents. She recently shared with fans how Julie described crying herself to sleep at night, not because of the prison food or rigid routines, but because of the sheer helplessness of not being able to soothe her children when they're hurting or celebrate with them when they're thriving. Julie has always been the quiet strength behind the Chrisley name. Where Todd is loud, brash, and opinionated, Julie has been a calm, steady presence. But even that quiet strength has limits. She wrote about how difficult it is to maintain hope in a place that seems designed to drain it. Still, every letter she sends and every word she speaks outside those prison walls is filled with the same grace she has always tried to model. Even in confinement, she clings to faith, family, and the belief that redemption is possible. While some might dismiss her feelings as the natural consequence of her actions, others have begun to view Julie's experience with more nuance. Her sentence, while justifiable in the eyes of the law, does not erase her humanity. The complexities of incarceration extend far beyond punishment. They ripple out to families, to children left wondering when they'll next hear their mother's voice or see her smiling face. Julie's vulnerability in sharing these truths has started conversations about what prison does to maternal bonds and how women in particular suffer in silence behind bars. Julie's revelation has struck a chord with thousands of mothers across the country who have experienced incarceration. Advocacy groups and support networks for incarcerated women have echoed her sentiments, noting that separation from children is among the most emotionally devastating aspects of prison life. It's a pain that's hard to quantify, but easy to understand. When you are a mother, distance feels like death. And Julie's open admission of this anguish has become a symbol of a silent struggle many endure. Back in Nashville, the Chrisley family is trying to hold the pieces together. Savannah has assumed the role of caretaker for both Grayson and Chloe, balancing young adulthood with the responsibilities of motherhood and media scrutiny. She has frequently spoken about her admiration for her mom's resilience and the pain she feels watching her suffer in isolation. Savannah's updates serve as a mirror into Julie's heartache, offering fans a glimpse into how the family is surviving this storm. Despite her current reality, Julie refuses to let the worst parts of prison life define her entirely. She has taken steps to remain involved in her children's lives in every way possible. From handwritten letters stuffed with advice and encouragement to coordinated video calls for important events, she clings to every thread of connection. Those efforts, though small in practice, are monumental in meaning. They serve as a testament to her enduring love and the fierce protectiveness that still burns bright within her. Her messages often come with reminders of who she is and what she stands for. She emphasizes values like honesty, compassion, and perseverance, ironically the very traits she's leaning on in the most difficult chapter of her life. In the stark environment of federal prison, she has found strength in reflection. And though her regrets are many, her hope for the future speaks candidly about the mental toll of incarceration. There are days, she says, when hopelessness creeps in, uninvited and overwhelming. She has described moments of sitting on her prison bunk, staring at the walls, imagining the lives her family is living without her, wondering how long before she becomes a stranger in their stories. That fear, that her absence might become a kind of erasure, is what keeps her up at night more than any noise or discomfort of prison life. The Chrisley name has always carried weight in the world of reality television, but now it carries something heavier, a burden of consequence, a story of caution, a tale of resilience in the face of adversity. Julie's openness about her struggle has added layers to the narrative the world thought they already knew. This isn't about a reality star trying to maintain fame. It's about a mother grasping to hold onto her identity and her place in a family that still needs her, even from afar. Her story continues to evolve with every passing day. Letters are still exchanged, hope still flickers, and while her prison walls may be unchanging, Julie herself is not. She's growing in ways she never imagined, humbled, redefined, and more aware than ever of what truly matters. Family, forgiveness, freedom, Not the physical kind, but the kind that comes from facing your truth and still choosing love. In the meantime, fans continue to show support. Letters pour in, prayers are offered, and social media is flooded with messages of encouragement. Many see Julie not just as a fallen star, but as a woman trying to rebuild herself. A mother who made mistakes, but never stopped loving her children. A grandmother who counts every missed milestone as motivation to keep going. A human being who has discovered that even in the darkest places, there is still light to be found. Julie Chrisley's admission of the most debilitating part of prison life has opened hearts and sparked reflection. Her honesty is a bridge between the persona America thought they knew and the woman she truly is when the cameras are gone. Her pain, though deeply personal, echoes a much larger truth, that love does not end at prison gates and motherhood does not pause for punishment. In a world eager to judge, Julie is daring to be vulnerable. And in that vulnerability, she has found her strongest voice yet. View post. Fans applaud Kylie Jenner after she shares incredibly adorable moment with 2 kids. Good job, mama. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, America Trends 24, and stay with us.